Hello! Welcome to yet another episode of Yet Another Beer Show. I'm Colin.
And I'm Kasey.
And we're kind of in the midst of Christmas time, so we figured we'd take a look at some seasonal winter ales, Christmas time stuff. Mm-hmm. And today we are planning, well, I think we'll get to it, but we're planning to look at Hibernator Long Trail. So Long Trail Brewing's Hibernator, it's their winter brew, and we don't know much about it. I think I just kind of went in and said, what's a great winter brew, or what looks like some interesting winter brew that I've never had before, and we want to give it a try. According to the label, which is kind of the length of research we're going to do for this one, is that it's a robust and malty beer, and it's going to take and it says it will take the bite from a cold winter night. So it's not that cold out. It's about 40 some degrees. It's not quite freezing yet, but this is kind of neat. And Long Trail is based out of Vermont, so they know cold weather.
Yes, they do. Now, when it says take the bite out of cold night, now we discussed a little off camera about how many of the winter brews or winter drinks in general tend to be a bit stronger.
Right.
And when it says something like take the bite out of a cold night, that makes me think that this is on the higher end of
right,
the scale.
It might be adding the crazy alongside taking the bite out of a cold winter night.
Yes.
And then what we're going to try and do here is
oh boy.
We're going to open this up with a clicker. And clicker is kind of a neat product that we found out, and if you are looking for a gift idea for your boyfriend, fiance, or husband who likes beer and also likes television,
the athlete in the family.
right, your most athletic family member who is kind of lazy and likes to enjoy lots of things, clicker is a neat choice, and you can get this at myclicker.com, and it's pretty neat. It's a universal remote that also has a very important beer opener on the side.
That's right.
And we were doing a little bit of a trial of it before the episode, and it actually looks like it locks onto a beer pretty well. So let's give it a try.
Let's do
we
it.
don't have a TV nearby, but we do have a beer, so let's get that part going. And well, maybe there
it goes.
That's actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
So myclicker.com, and watch your favorite TV shows, and also drink your favorite beers.
Sounds good to me.
So I don't know what to expect here. I'm expecting dark. And I got it, I guess.
Yeah, looks pretty dark. Do we know anything else about the beer other than the name?
I know that it's rich in malts, and it's and that it takes the bite off a cold winter night.
Is it a lager, or do we know anything?
I don't know much about it. No, it's an unfiltered winter brew.
Okay.
That's what I said. And Long Trail Brewery is named after the Long Trail, which my friend Drew hiked a couple years ago. It runs from, if I'm correct, a part of Vermont to the border of the United States and Canada, and it's part of the Appalachian Trail.
I was going to say, was that when you did the Appalachian Trail?
Well, it was actually before he did the Appalachian Trail.
Oh, okay.
So Drew, I hope while you were hiking you enjoyed, during the winter months, this beer that we don't even know if it's that good yet. You can kind of smell a lot of roasty flavors.
I was going to say, I get a nice warm spice kind of smell from it.
Yeah, it's almost like a hot tea that you'd expect.
Yeah.
From, you come in, or I won't say hot chocolate, but like a hot tea that you've just snowblowed the driveway and this is ready for you. That'd be pretty nice.
That would be pretty nice.
Yeah, it's got kind of a it's like a brown reddish color, darker than say a red, but lighter than a lager.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a taste. Interesting. I think like before I really got to experience it, it kind of like disappeared.
Yeah, I liked it, but yeah, didn't leave a whole lot of I didn't get a lot of character out of it.
There's almost like I won't say no aftertaste, but it's not a real distinct aftertaste.
Not bad, but yeah, it's hard to pinpoint what exactly is in there. Reminds me a bit of the Whippet Wheat in that it's not quite as...
It's kind of like nothing really jumping out at you.
Right.
I think what you'd expect from something that's kind of like a dark winter ale or a winter brew is like these stronger flavors, something that's going to kind of stay with you. And this one, in a sense, doesn't do that. Like it's hard to kind of get a handle on it because the flavor is gone really quickly.
Now, I could be completely wrong, but I also assume that the ABV isn't that high after. You can't quite go by taste.
We'll have to take a look it up afterwards, but
Yeah.
it's you can't taste any alcohol in there.
Not
at all.
really,
And
no.
and it's fairly light, and it's crisp. It's crisper than you would expect kind of a winter ale to be.
Yeah, definitely.
But I won't say that I don't like it because that's not true.
No, I'll certainly drink this.
Yeah. It kind of fits more in line with the classic beer that you'll have, or like a kind of a classic brew. And even though it seems to be a seasonal, it seems like you can find an alternative to this year round that's kind of a similar flavor.
One thing I definitely do like about this is the label. It's a simple drawing of a bear in front of his fireplace, reading a book, smoking a pipe, and enjoying what I presume is a hibernator.
Oh, I assume that he would be drinking
And
the beer of the label.
He's a bear, and he has 2 hunter heads mounted on his wall.
I like that.
Me too. With the gun right below it, which he used to murder them.
But not stuff them.
Right. Just take their heads off.
Yeah. It's interesting in that among winter ales, it doesn't really distinguish itself very much. You know,
Yes.
among seasonals, it's not really, oh, okay, this is extra heavy, or this has, a nutmeg flavor that's really, really a big flavor that you're going to sense. It's kind of a crisp, simple, easy to drink, and I get it. I get that the bear would come home and just say, I want a beer that's going to fill me up.
Yeah, I think like it's marketed to be, it's the good long cold day, shoveling or just being out in the cold and then coming home, sitting in your favorite chair and enjoying it. I think that's a good way to promote it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of solid in the fact that it's not necessarily it doesn't try too hard to be anything that it's not. It's just a very reasonable, warm beer, and I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite seasonals, but it's definitely worth a try.
Was it expensive?
No, it was actually. I found this at a local beer store, and it was I think it was about $2 a bottle, something like that. So it's kind of a regular, average old craft brewery price.
Right.
And you shouldn't have to go out of your way to find it. Give it a taste and see if you find anything more than Kasey and I could kind of find in there. But we were Yet Another Beer Show. That's Kasey.
That's Colin. Thanks for watching.
And happy holidays.